Beauty is before me. Beauty is behind me. Above and below me. Welcome. I'm Martha Gallagher. Welcome to the first in my Walk in Beauty virtual concert series for this year, the Autumnal Equinox. And I thought how beautiful that, because the Autumnal Equinox represents this moment in our year, only one of only two moments in our year when day and night are equal in complete, perfect balance. And walk in beauty is to walk in harmony, to walk in balance. So welcome. I have long loved the connection that I feel with nature and with the seasons, but I also noticed over the years when I was not living in harmony, with alignment, in balance with the pull, the draw, the energy of the seasons. And in these last few years, I've been really paying more attention to that and listening to the seasons, paying attention and feeling what they are like within me. What are those energies? What am I being called to? And this season, the autumnal equinox is the threshold over which we step into the season of fall, a time of drawing inward, a time of energy of water, a time of reflection, as well as celebration of the abundance of our harvest, whether that harvest is from our garden or from our visions and our hearts, and celebrating with gratitude. I'm also during this week facilitating an online virtual autumnal equinox retreat. So I want to say hello and welcome to all the retreat attendees who are here tonight. Thank you. And one of the things we are doing during the retreat, which is chock full of creative explorations and spiritual practices that invite us to deepen our awareness of and connection to the rhythms of nature. One of the things we're doing is creating altars. The altar is a focal point. It's like that place between heaven and earth, that place where we can focus on the sacred. So tonight I thought it would be great to do songs focused on nature and on day and night, on gratitude, on water. So here's one that celebrates sunshine. Sunshine on my shoulders makes me happy. You know this one. Sunshine in my eyes can make me cry. Oh, 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 sunshine on the water looks so lovely. Sparkling sunshine almost always makes me high. If I had a day that I could give to you, I'd give a day just like today. If I had a song, got one, that I could sing to you, singing it right now, I'd sing a song to make you feel this way. Sunshine on my shoulders makes me happy. Sunshine in my eyes can make me cry. Sunshine on the water looks looks so lovely, sparkling, sparkling. Sunshine almost always makes me high. Ooh, if I had a tale that I could tell to you, I'd tell a tale sure to make you smile. If I had a wish that I could wish for you, I'd make a wish for sunshine all the while. Oh, sunshine on my shoulders makes me happy. Sunshine in my eyes can make me cry. Sunshine on the water looks so lovely. Oh yes, sunshine almost always makes me, sunshine almost always makes me, sunshine almost always makes me a wonderful John Denver song. Yes. Well, as I mentioned a moment ago, one of the elements of fall is water. And we come out of the fire of summer, and then we come into water, which as we transition, we've got fire and water, which is steam, heat. And so you can imagine, the transformation of the water and the fire into steam. But then we go into the season, the element of the season of water. And right outside here, my house is the river running. And I'm always love sitting down there at this time of year, take my rocking chair down and sit and watch the leaves falling into the water and floating away. I was recently, though, at a much larger river, the St. Lawrence River, in the beautiful Thousand Islands region with my friends Vicky and Manny. And we had a wonderful time right there on the channel, and just loved it. I had a chance to go swimming. The water was, I wouldn't even call it refreshing, which normally is the word I use for water in September. It was delightful. So I went swimming, but then right at the last day, right before this big thunderstorm was coming through, I had an opportunity to take my small harp, Grace, down to the dock by the water and play. And I recorded it to share with you. Here we are on the beautiful St. Lawrence River, morning in the fall. I think you can see the lighthouse behind me. Thunderstorms moving in though, so I'm gonna go for some music right away.
farewell to the river.
So I hope you enjoyed that moment in the beautiful Thousand Islands region of the St. Lawrence River, hearing the music and watching the river flow. Earlier this month, I attended what was called a Radiant Moon Gathering. And it was a gathering of women over the weekend when there was a full moon. And we did all kinds of creative arts and healing arts. And I was invited to facilitate a transcendence session, which was wonderful. But on the Saturday night of the full moon, yes, we were out in the field, by the forest, by the pond, with a big bonfire, dancing, drumming, singing, howling at the moon. And at one time, I felt that, I just wanted a little time. My energy shifted and I wanted some time to myself. And I had taken my small harp, Grace, and was walking over to put it into my car. And I noticed the moonlight streaming down this hill in front of me. And there was a path right there. And so I took the path with my harp in the moonlight. And up there I played to the moon. See the moon. The moon sees me. God bless the moon. God bless me. There's a grace in the home. Grace in the hall, and the grace of God flows through us all. I see the moon sees me. God bless the moon. God bless me. There's a grace in the home, grace in the hall, and the grace of God flows through us all. There's a grace in the home, grace in the hall, and the grace of God flows through us all. And I must do this now. You can join in. It feels good to howl at the moon, and standing there playing my harp in the moonlight was magical, just completely magical. Well, I can say honestly that this next song I don't believe has anything to do with the autumnal equinox or fall, but it is a connection to nature. Many years ago, when we first moved here to the Adirondacks, I mentioned to my neighbor down the road here that we had a lot of poison ivy in our yard, and I really wanted to get rid of it, but I didn't want to use poison. I'm highly allergic to poison ivy, so having it right in the yard is not my cup of tea. And she said, You know, goats will eat poison ivy. I was like, oh, okay. Maybe I'll need to try to find some goats. I should have felt that trap closing because she right away said, it just so happens I have a friend who has 2 goats she's giving away. Well, we ended up with those 2 goats. And my daughter renamed them. They had been named Crackers and Cheese, and my daughter thought those were not goat names, so she named them Munchie and Crunchy because that is exactly what they did. And I did have a wedding once where a woman, the mother of the bride, wanted to know if I could bring the goats with me to the wedding, to be outside of the little chapel, kind of as a petting zoo thing for before and after the ceremony. And I don't know about these goats you see that, you do goat yoga with, but my goats are not anything you want to be near bending over or, wearing flowers or anything, because they would have just as soon eaten what you were wearing or given you a good headbutt. So needless to say, the goats did not go to that wedding. But I did write a piece, kind of in honor of the goats. The goats live in Keene. They're Capra as in goat, so I call this the Capra-Keene Waltz. The Capra-Keene Waltz. And I will say, even though those goats did not go to that wedding, that song has been played as a recessional at many a wedding ceremony. I thought it would be really fun to include the audience here for the concert in something that you might love doing. And it's something that my retreat participants are doing, and I've done as well, and that is to create an autumnal equinox or autumn haiku. So haiku is a Japanese poetry form that is 17 syllables. It's 5, 7, 5. And usually, traditionally evoked by or centered on nature. So what I thought would be really fun is if I played some music and together, anyone who wants to, this is optional, we can create an autumnal equinox or autumn haiku. And then if you want to share them in the chat, that would be wonderful, or email them to me later. I think that would be fabulous. So I'm just going to, let's see, I was going to set my phone, but I don't know where my phone is. So just let's take a moment. I'll get my phone. Okay, I've got my phone here, and I'm going to set it for 3 minutes. And that is a goodly amount of time, really, when we just relax into it. So just starting to think about yourself. What is this time of year for you? Think about the sights, the scents, the smells, the tastes, the feels, the air, the memories, the dreams. And remembering that this is a time of the harvest, this bounty. And again, I'll say it may be what you are harvesting from your garden, veggies, or it could be visions from your heart and soul. What have you grown this year? What have you manifested? What are the things you'd still love to do but have so much in abundance? An abundance for which we are grateful. All right, I'm going to start the timer and enjoy. What a beautiful way to spend 3 minutes with music. For me, creating the music or just letting it flow, really. It's kind of that river thing, it just flows. And you creating some magical, wonderful haiku, some expression of your heart through a poetry form. And I say I did do mine before because I knew I probably couldn't do it while I was playing the harp, although that might be a really interesting creative exploration as well. And so I'll share with you mine. Autumn Equinox, moment of perfect balance, a moment to pause. So thank you for being willing and jumping into that. It's really, really quite wonderful to share that. And know that the retreat attendees, I have this whole week, 7 days of amazing creative explorations and spiritual practices, all that are kind of around this, take this kind of time frame. So nothing that's like long and involved, but really lovely. And I love what I hear from some of them about how it is really deepening their awareness of and connection to the natural rhythms, and particularly this time of year, right now. Love to share another moment of creative exploration with you, because so often we hear music, like at concerts, we hear it in its more finished form, or its practiced form, or its arranged form. And that's not how music is born. And for me, it often comes, I'm out in nature. I might be walking. I might be simply sitting on my porch, watching the river or listening to the birds, or working on my computer. These inspirations come at all kinds of moments. And that's one of the things I think is so wonderful about my phone. My phone is a tool. Before I had this iPhone, I just was like, I don't need a phone like that. But now I use it all the time, recording these inspirations that come to me. And this was just the other day. You can kind of see I'm on my porch, and so I'm just going to play it because I need to refresh my own memory as to how this goes. So. For just a moment. I love that. We can hear the blue jays, and we can hear the crickets and everything. So, for just a moment, day and night are equal in perfect balance. That's kind of low for me. For just a moment, day and night are equal in perfect balance. For just a moment, day and night are equal in perfect balance. For just a moment, day and night are equal, I am in balance. For just a moment, day and night are equal in perfect balance. For just a moment, day and night are equal, life in perfect balance. This time of year also always brings to my mind a poem that I love. And you probably know this poem as well, by the wonderful Robert Frost. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood. Sorry I couldn't travel both and be one traveler. Long I stood and looked down one as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other, just as fair and having perhaps a better claim because it was grassy and wanted wear. But as for that, the passing there has worn them really about the same. Both that morning equally lay in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I saved the first for another day. But knowing how way leads on to way, I doubt if I should ever go back. And I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by. That's made all the difference. So I'm going to take a moment and quick switch to playing my harp, Grace. Smaller harp, it's the harp I take to the beach, to the mountains, to in my kayak. I take it to hospice and hospitals and to people who are ill or passing. It's a wonderful harp, and I want to share with you one of my beach sketches, pieces that came to me in that confluence of sand, sea, sky, and spirit, the beach. And this is called With the Sunrise. I hope you enjoyed that with the sunrise. First, thank you so much for attending this, the first of my virtual concert series of 2022-23, Walk in Beauty. Thank you for taking time out of your life to be here and sharing of yourself virtually. Even though we're not in the same space, the energy flows. So thank you for that. Even though I do offer these concerts free of charge so that anyone can attend who wants to, no matter what their financial state. I am most grateful for those gifts of gratitude, those free will contributions that so many of you have given in the past and have continued to give. And I truly, truly appreciate that. Thank you. It really does support the musician, the music, the creation, the creativity, and the sharing of it. So thank you very much. And if you would like to make a contribution, you can go to the website adkharper.com, and there you'll find a place that you can do that. And I very much appreciate that. Thank you so much. So tonight, while this concert is finishing, somewhere around 9 o'clock is the actual official autumnal equinox. And if you have a moment, I would say sit, be still, perhaps speak aloud your haiku, or if you're a harpist or a musician, play some music, and let yourself stand in that moment of balance. Stand on that threshold, leaving summer behind and stepping over. First in that moment of balance, and then moving into the season of fall, the season of drawing inward, the season of harvest and abundance and gratitude. Blessings to you. Blessings to you. Now I walk in beauty. Beauty is before me. Beauty is behind me.